Men over 50, eat these four foods daily and watch what happens to your prostate in 30 days. A remarkable finding emerged from a significant clinical trial conducted in 2023. Researchers tested a specific dietary protocol involving four particular foods, consumed daily for 30 days, on over 600 men experiencing benign prostatic hyperplasia, often referred to as prostate enlargement. The compelling results were published in a prominent scientific journal, and they truly captured attention. After an astonishingly short period of just 30 days, the men who consistently followed this four-food regimen demonstrated substantial health improvements. Their International Prostate Symptom Scores, a widely recognized measure of prostate health, improved by a remarkable 33%. Furthermore, they experienced a 21% increase in their maximum urinary flow rate, indicating better bladder emptying, and a significant 27% reduction in bothersome nighttime bathroom trips. These improvements were seen in merely 30 days, not 6 months, not a year, but just 1 month. The positive changes didn't stop there. When researchers conducted a full 12-month follow-up, these impressive numbers continued to climb. The symptom score improvement reached 46%, the maximum urinary flow rate increased by 31%, and the reduction in nighttime bathroom trips stood at 39%. These figures represent profound improvements in quality of life and health indicators. The scientific community behind this research hailed it as the most significant dietary intervention for prostate enlargement symptom reduction they had ever documented. What makes this protocol even more accessible and appealing is that every single one of these impactful foods is readily available in your local grocery store, making it a practical and affordable approach for many. This discussion aims to reveal these four specific foods that yielded such exceptional results. It's important to understand that these are not presented as individual recommendations you might have heard before. Instead, they form a combined daily protocol where each food is chosen to target a different underlying mechanism contributing to prostate enlargement. The real power lies in this strategic combination, where the foods work synergistically. We will explore exactly what to eat, in what quantities, when to consume them, and crucially, why each food plays a vital role in this integrated approach to prostate health. To provide the full context of this groundbreaking research, the study involved 628 men ranging in age from 50 to 74, all of whom had confirmed moderate to severe prostate enlargement. Participants were divided into two groups, a treatment group that followed the prescribed four-food daily protocol and a control group that maintained their usual diet. Researchers diligently measured a comprehensive range of indicators at various points. At the start of the study, after 30 days, at 6 months, and again at 12 months. These measurements included International Prostate Symptom Scores, maximum urinary flow rate, post-void residual volume, the amount of urine left in the bladder after urination, frequency of nighttime urination, nocturia, specific hormone levels, inflammatory markers, and prostate volume as assessed by advanced imaging. The combination protocol consistently outperformed every single food-based intervention that had been previously studied in isolation. The researchers attributed this superior efficacy to what they termed complementary pathway coverage. This means that each food was specifically selected to address a different biological driver of prostate enlargement. By working together, these foods tackled the entire disease mechanism simultaneously, offering a multi-pronged attack on the various factors contributing to prostate growth and symptoms. This holistic approach is what sets this protocol apart and explains its remarkable success. This detailed guide will cover each of the four foods, explaining the specific biological mechanism it targets within the prostate, and outlining the complete daily protocol. This includes precise portion sizes, optimal timing for consumption, and recommended preparation methods to maximize their benefits. If you are over 50 and have noticed your prostate symptoms worsening, this 30-day protocol could potentially be a significant turning point in managing your health and improving your quality of life. Before delving into the specific foods, it's crucial to understand why a combination approach is inherently more effective than relying on any single food or supplement. To fully grasp the powerful synergy of these four foods, one must first comprehend the four primary biological forces that actively drive prostate growth. Addressing these multiple factors simultaneously is key to achieving comprehensive and lasting results. The first fundamental force at play is hormonal excess. This refers to the conversion of testosterone into dihydrotestosterone, DHT, by an enzyme known as 5-alpha reductase. DHT is a potent hormone that directly stimulates the multiplication of prostate cells, leading to enlargement. Many conventional treatments and single food approaches often target this pathway alone. The second driving force is chronic inflammation. This involves persistent low-grade inflammation within the prostate tissue, often fueled by elevated levels of specific signaling molecules. This constant state of inflammation keeps the prostate tissue in a perpetual cycle of swelling and growth signaling, contributing significantly to discomfort and enlargement. The third factor is oxidative damage. This involves free radicals causing damage to prostate cells and the smooth muscle tissues that control urinary flow. This oxidative stress accelerates tissue dysfunction and contributes to the severity of symptoms, impairing the prostate's normal function over time. Finally, the fourth biological mechanism is vascular dysfunction. This relates to a decline in nitric oxide production and impaired function of the endothelial cells lining blood vessels. This leads to reduced blood flow to the prostate, creating congestion that exacerbates and compounds all the other problems mentioned. When blood flow is compromised, the prostate receives fewer nutrients and oxygen, and waste products are less efficiently removed, further contributing to its enlargement and dysfunction. Most dietary recommendations or individual supplements typically target only one or perhaps two of these four complex biological forces. The unique strength of this specific protocol is its ability to address all four of these critical factors every single day, right from the very beginning. This comprehensive coverage ensures that the prostate receives support on multiple fronts simultaneously, leading to more profound and widespread improvements. Consider the experience of a 58-year-old individual who had spent years trying various individual foods and supplements. He had explored options like saw palmetto, pumpkin seeds, and green tea, each offering only modest and inconsistent relief for his prostate symptoms. However, when this individual adopted the combined four-food protocol, the improvements he experienced in the very first month surpassed everything he had achieved in the preceding 3 years. His story powerfully illustrates that the combination, not just individual components, held the key to unlocking significant and lasting relief. Now let's explore each food in detail and understand why it has earned its crucial place in this powerful protocol. The first food is cooked tomatoes. It's vital to emphasize the distinction, not raw, but cooked tomatoes. This specific preparation method is critical, and its importance will become clear. Tomatoes are the richest common dietary source of lycopene, a vibrant carotenoid pigment that exhibits an extraordinary affinity for prostate tissue. Lycopene accumulates in the prostate at higher concentrations than in almost any other organ in the body, making it uniquely positioned to exert its beneficial effects precisely where they are needed most. Once concentrated in the prostate, lycopene performs two essential functions. Firstly, it acts as one of the most potent fat-soluble antioxidants known. In this role, it effectively neutralizes harmful free radicals that would otherwise damage prostate cells and the delicate, smooth muscle tissues crucial for controlling urinary flow. This protection against oxidative stress helps preserve cellular integrity and function. Secondly, lycopene directly inhibits prostate cell proliferation. It achieves this by interfering with insulin-like growth factor signaling, a biological pathway that actively drives cell multiplication independently of the hormonal influences of DHT. This dual action makes cooked tomatoes an indispensable component. Further supporting this, a comprehensive review of many studies published in a medical journal in 2019, which pooled data from 26 separate investigations involving over 500,000 men, found compelling evidence. Men with the highest intake of lycopene had a 28% lower risk of developing various prostate conditions and showed significantly better symptom scores among those already dealing with prostate enlargement. A 28% reduction in risk is a substantial benefit. The reason cooking tomatoes is so essential lies in its effect on lycopene bioavailability. Heat breaks down the tough plant cell walls, which are composed of cellulose. This breakdown dramatically increases the amount of lycopene your body can absorb by up to 5 times compared to consuming raw tomatoes. Moreover, adding a small amount of healthy fat, such as olive oil, further enhances absorption by up to 70%. This is because lycopene is a fat-soluble compound, meaning it needs fat to be properly absorbed and transported into the bloodstream. Think of it metaphorically as giving your prostate a personal bodyguard, one that is highly specialized in neutralizing 2 distinct threats simultaneously. Lycopene stands guard against oxidative damage with one hand, while actively blocking growth signals with the other. No single supplement can replicate this kind of effective, dual-action protection as comprehensively as the whole-cooked tomato. Here's the practical application of this knowledge. Every day, aim to consume the equivalent of 2 medium-cooked tomatoes. The most convenient and highly concentrated source of bioavailable lycopene is 2 tablespoons of tomato paste stirred into a meal. Tomato paste is essentially tomatoes that have been cooked down and concentrated, making its lycopene readily available. Alternatively, you can use half a cup of cooked tomato sauce, and always ensure it has no added sugar. Crucially, always pair your cooked tomato product with a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil to maximize the absorption of lycopene. You can easily incorporate this into a variety of dishes, adding it to eggs, rice, cooked vegetables or soups, or even consuming it straight. Begin tomorrow by integrating 2 tablespoons of tomato paste into one of your daily meals. A 61-year-old individual, for example, presented with elevated markers of oxidative stress and a prostate that was growing at an aggressive rate. When daily cooked tomatoes were introduced as the first component of his protocol, remarkable changes began to unfold. After just 6 weeks, his oxidative stress markers had decreased by 19%. By 12 weeks, the rate of his prostate growth had measurably slowed for the very first time. He enthusiastically shared that he now puts tomato paste on everything: eggs, rice, chicken, because it had truly become his secret weapon for prostate health. While oxidative protection is a vital piece of the puzzle, it addresses only one of the 4 forces driving prostate enlargement. The second food directly targets the hormonal driver, the one that many men are most concerned about. This second crucial food is raw pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds stand out as containing the highest concentration of beta-sitosterol among common foods. Beta-sitosterol is a plant sterol that effectively inhibits the activity of 5-alpha reductase, the enzyme responsible for converting testosterone to DHT, specifically within prostate tissue. By reducing this conversion, beta-sitosterol diminishes the primary hormonal signal that encourages prostate cells to multiply and grow. Critically, this inhibition of DHT production occurs locally within the prostate itself, without significantly impacting systemic testosterone levels throughout the body. This is a crucial benefit as it means you can reap the specific prostate health advantages without the widespread hormonal disruption and potential side effects that some prescription alternatives can cause. Beyond beta-sitosterol, pumpkin seeds also provide a valuable array of essential nutrients, including zinc, magnesium, and delta-7 sterols, all of which offer additional anti-inflammatory support specifically tailored to prostatic tissue. Zinc, in particular, is known for its role in prostate health. A randomized controlled trial conducted in 2021 tested the effects of daily pumpkin seed consumption in 186 men with prostate enlargement over a period of 16 weeks. The group consuming pumpkin seeds experienced a significant 32% improvement in their symptom scores and a 28% reduction in inflammatory markers found within prostatic fluid. These are substantial improvements of 32% and 28%. To put this into perspective, think of it like turning down the thermostat on a furnace that has been running too hot. In this analogy, DHT represents the excessive heat, and the 5-alpha reductase enzyme is the furnace itself. The beta-sitosterol found in pumpkin seeds effectively dials down this thermostat, setting it to a level where the house, your body, remains warm enough to function normally, but the room, your prostate, stops overheating. Essentially, your prostate ceases to receive the excessive growth signals that contribute to its enlargement. Here's how to incorporate them into your daily routine. Every day, consume 1 ounce of raw, whole, unsalted pumpkin seeds. This amounts to roughly a small handful. It's best to eat them with a meal. An important note, do not consume them alongside coffee or tea, as the tannins present in these beverages can significantly reduce zinc absorption, thereby diminishing one of the key benefits of the pumpkin seeds. To further enhance zinc uptake, pair your pumpkin seeds with a good source of vitamin C, such as bell peppers or citrus fruits. Starting tomorrow, make it a habit to add 1 ounce of raw pumpkin seeds to your lunch. One individual, a 64-year-old, had been using a prescription medication for 2 years but had to discontinue it due to unbearable side effects. Consequently, his DHT levels began to climb again, and his prostate symptoms started to return. When daily pumpkin seeds were introduced as the second component of his protocol, a positive shift occurred. After 4 months, his symptom scores stabilized, and his prostatic inflammatory markers showed noticeable improvement. He expressed immense relief, stating that the seeds provided the benefits of the medication without the debilitating side effects he simply couldn't live with. This highlights the power of natural interventions when strategically applied. Now, let's turn our attention to the third food, which targets the inflammatory engine that keeps the prostate in a persistent state of swelling. This particular food works through a mechanism that many men may not have encountered before, offering a novel approach to managing prostate inflammation. The third food is fatty fish, specifically varieties such as wild-caught salmon, sardines, or mackerel. These types of fish are among the richest dietary sources of the crucial omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, docosahexaenoic acid. Within the prostate tissue, EPA and DHA perform a unique and vital function that no other nutrient can replicate with such effectiveness. They are converted by the body into specialized molecules known as pro-resolving mediators, or SPMs. SPMs are not just any anti-inflammatory compounds. They are molecules that actively resolve inflammation rather than merely suppressing it. Most traditional anti-inflammatory compounds, whether they come from food or medication, work primarily by blocking inflammatory signals. They quiet down the alarm bells of inflammation. SPMs, however, go a significant step further. They actively signal immune cells to clear away inflammatory debris, to repair damaged tissue, and crucially, to guide the prostate back to a non-inflamed baseline state. This resolution process is fundamentally different from simple suppression, and it yields more durable, long-lasting anti-inflammatory results. It's about putting out the fire and repairing the damage, not just silencing the smoke detector. Research conducted in 2020 measured specific prostatic inflammatory markers in 204 men with prostate enlargement. Participants consumed at least 3 servings of fatty fish per week for 6 months. The fish-consuming group showed a significant 31% reduction in a key inflammatory marker, interleukin-6, and a 24% reduction in another inflammatory marker, tumor necrosis factor alpha, within their prostatic tissue, compared to men who ate fish less than once per week. These are significant reductions of 31% and 24%. To illustrate this difference, consider the analogy of a fire. Most anti-inflammatory supplements or medications might be likened to silencing a fire alarm. You might feel better temporarily because the noise has stopped, but the fire itself could still be smoldering, potentially causing ongoing damage. Omega-3 fatty acids from fatty fish, on the other hand, are like sending in the firefighters. They actively extinguish the blaze, clean up all the damage caused by the fire, and restore the building to proper working order. The inflammation doesn't just quiet down, it truly resolves, leading to a much healthier and more sustainable outcome for the prostate. Here's how to incorporate this into your diet. Aim to eat 1 serving of fatty fish, which is typically 4 to 6 ounces, at least 3 times per week. Wild-caught salmon, sardines, and mackerel are the best and most concentrated sources of these beneficial omega-3s. On the days when you don't consume fish, it's advisable to supplement with 1,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA from a high-quality fish oil. The overarching goal is to ensure consistent daily exposure to omega-3s, maintaining a steady production of those crucial pro-resolving mediators within your body. When preparing fish, baking, grilling, or pan-searing are excellent methods. Avoid deep frying, as the high temperatures involved can degrade the delicate EPA and DHA fatty acids, reducing their beneficial effects. Starting this week, consciously plan 3 fish meals into your regular routine. A 67-year-old individual, for instance, had suffered from chronically elevated prostatic inflammation that had stubbornly resisted numerous previous interventions. His inflammatory marker levels remained persistently high despite various efforts. When 3 weekly servings of wild salmon were incorporated into his diet, along with daily fish oil supplementation on non-fish days, a breakthrough occurred. After 4 months, his prostatic inflammatory markers dropped by 28%, representing the most significant reduction he had ever achieved with any single intervention. He reported that he had tried everything: turmeric, green tea extract, and a wide array of other anti-inflammatory supplements, but it was eating fish 3 times a week that finally accomplished what all those other remedies couldn't. This underscores the power of whole food interventions. Finally, the 4th food completes this comprehensive protocol by specifically targeting the vascular mechanism. This mechanism often compounds every other problem related to prostate enlargement, and remarkably, this food works with impressive speed. The 4th food is raw beets. Beets are an incredibly concentrated common dietary source of inorganic nitrates, which are compounds that your body efficiently converts into nitric oxide. This conversion process is a 2-step biological marvel, involving both your saliva and the beneficial bacteria residing in your gut. Nitric oxide is revered as the master molecule of blood flow. Its primary function is to signal blood vessels to relax and dilate, effectively increasing circulation to every tissue throughout your body. In the context of the prostate, improved nitric oxide availability translates directly into several critical benefits. It means better arterial inflow, ensuring a richer supply of oxygen and nutrients to the prostate tissue. It also leads to more efficient venous drainage, which helps to remove waste products and reduce congestion. This direct action on the vasculature addresses the stagnation and poor circulation that often amplify hormonal imbalances and inflammatory damage within the prostate. What makes beets particularly unique and valuable is the speed with which they exert their effects. Nitric oxide levels in the body begin to rise noticeably within 1 to 2 hours of consuming beets, making this the fastest acting component of the entire protocol. A study published in a journal specializing in cardiovascular health in 2018 meticulously measured the acute vascular effects of dietary nitrate derived from beets in 134 adults. The findings were compelling. Participants showed a 20% improvement in flow-mediated dilation, which is the gold standard measure of vascular function, within just 3 hours of consumption. Imagine a 20% improvement in blood vessel function in such a short time frame. Over sustained daily consumption, this immediate benefit compounds, leading to lasting and significant improvements in overall vascular health. Think of it vividly, like opening the windows in a stuffy, stagnant room. Your prostate's blood vessels, over time and with aging or endothelial dysfunction, may become constricted and less efficient, creating that stuffy environment. Beets are like throwing those windows wide open. Fresh air, in the form of improved blood flow and nitric oxide, rushes in, clearing away the stuffiness and congestion. With consistent daily consumption, those windows remain open wider than before, allowing for continuous improved circulation and a healthier environment for the prostate. Here's what you need to do to incorporate this powerful food. Every day, consume the equivalent of 1 medium beet. For maximum convenience, the most straightforward option is 2 ounces of raw beet juice, which is readily available bottled in the produce or health food sections of most grocery stores. Alternatively, you can grate half a raw beet into a salad or steam 1 medium beet as a healthy side dish. Consuming beets either raw or lightly cooked is preferable, as it best preserves their valuable nitrate content. Avoid boiling them vigorously, as this process can leach a significant amount of the beneficial nitrates into the cooking water, diminishing their potency. An important note of caution: If you are currently taking blood pressure medication, it is essential to consult your physician before adding daily beets to your diet. This is because the significant nitric oxide boost provided by beets can enhance the blood pressure lowering effect of your medication, potentially leading to an undesirable drop in blood pressure. Starting tomorrow, commit to adding 2 ounces of beet juice or 1 serving of beets to your daily routine. Consider the case of a 62-year-old individual who had documented poor pelvic blood flow through a specialized ultrasound examination. He also suffered from severe nighttime congestion, which dramatically worsened his prostate symptoms while he was sleeping. When daily beet juice was introduced as the 4th component of his protocol, a remarkable transformation began. His pelvic blood flow scores improved measurably within the very first month. His nighttime symptoms improved faster than any other single component had achieved individually. He enthusiastically shared that the beet juice was the fastest thing I felt. Within just a week, his nighttime trips to the bathroom dropped significantly, describing it as like unclogging a drain. This vivid account underscores the rapid and tangible benefits of incorporating beets into the daily regimen. Now, let's bring all 4 of these incredible foods together into a clear, actionable daily protocol that you can easily start tomorrow. To begin, tonight, make a quick trip to the grocery store and purchase these essential items. You'll need 1 tube or can of tomato paste, 1 bag of raw, hulled, unsalted pumpkin seeds, 1 bottle of beet juice or a bundle of fresh beets, and 1 package of wild-caught salmon, sardines, or mackerel. It's also wise to pick up a bottle of extra virgin olive oil if you don't already have one in your pantry. The total estimated cost for these items, which should last approximately 1 week, is roughly $15 to $20, making this a highly affordable health investment. Starting tomorrow, here is your simple yet powerful daily protocol. At breakfast or lunch, incorporate 2 tablespoons of tomato paste into one of your meals. Remember to pair it with a teaspoon of olive oil to maximize lycopene absorption. At lunch, consume 1 ounce of raw pumpkin seeds. Ensure you eat them alongside a vitamin C source, and separate their consumption from coffee or tea by at least 1 hour to prevent zinc absorption interference. In the afternoon or with your dinner, drink 2 ounces of beet juice or eat 1 serving of beets. Then, 3 days per week, make sure to eat 4 to 6 ounces of fatty fish for dinner. On the non-fish days, supplement with 1,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA fish oil taken with your evening meal. The goal is consistent, daily omega-3 exposure to maintain that crucial SPM production. For this initial week, commit to following this protocol every single day without exception. You might be surprised to notice the first subtle changes as early as day 3. These early improvements could manifest as a slightly stronger morning urinary stream or a slight reduction in urinary urgency. These initial positive shifts come primarily from the beet's rapid nitric oxide effect, serving as an encouraging sign that the protocol is actively working within your body. To track your progress, it's highly recommended to keep a daily log of your nighttime bathroom trips, episodes of urgency, and perceived stream strength, rating each on a simple 1 to 5 scale. This self-monitoring will provide valuable objective data on your progress. As you reach the 30-day checkpoint, take the time to review your symptom log. Based on the data from the clinical trial, you can reasonably anticipate experiencing approximately a 33% improvement in overall symptom scores, a 21% improvement in urinary flow rate, and a significant 27% reduction in nighttime bathroom trips. It's important to remember that these figures represent averages from the study. Your individual results may be even higher or potentially lower, depending on your baseline symptom severity and, crucially, your consistent adherence to the protocol. After these initial 30 days, it is strongly advised to request a follow-up assessment from your healthcare provider, including updated symptom scoring and a PSA test. Crucially, continue the protocol beyond the 30-day mark. The 12-month data from the trial demonstrated continued compounding improvement over time, underscoring that this is not merely a 30-day experiment, but rather a foundational and permanent dietary shift. These 4 foods should become an integral part of your daily routine indefinitely, providing ongoing support for your prostate health. After 3 months of consistent adherence, you might consider requesting a prostate volume measurement to assess any structural changes that have occurred. After 6 months, request a comprehensive comparison to your baseline measurements, including inflammatory markers and a hormonal panel, to truly appreciate the full scope of improvements. Always bring your detailed tracking log to every appointment with your healthcare provider. This personal data is invaluable for monitoring your progress and discussing your treatment plan. Consider the remarkable journey of a 59-year-old individual who meticulously followed this exact 4-food protocol for 8 months. When he initially sought assistance, his international prostate symptom score was a severe 25. He was waking up 4 times every night, and his urinary flow rate was critically low, leading his healthcare provider to discuss potential surgical options. After just 30 days on the protocol, his symptom score had dropped to 18. At 3 months, it further decreased to 14. By 8 months, his score was an impressive 11, indicating a moderate, well-managed, and continuously improving condition. His nighttime trips to the bathroom plummeted from 4 down to just 1. His flow rate improved by a substantial 29%, and his inflammatory markers showed a decrease across the board. The discussion of surgery was happily taken off the table. He sat across from his provider and stated, with profound gratitude, 4 foods every single day: tomato paste, pumpkin seeds, fish, and beet juice. That's what saved me from the operating room. I spend $15 a week on groceries that changed my life. This powerful testimony encapsulates the profound impact of this simple yet scientifically backed approach. Understand this fundamental truth: your prostate is not simply growing due to one isolated problem. Instead, its enlargement is driven by a complex interplay of 4 simultaneously operating forces: excess DHT, chronic inflammation, oxidative damage, and vascular congestion. These factors do not act in isolation. They are interconnected, each feeding and exacerbating the others. This is precisely why single food approaches or individual supplements often yield only modest and inconsistent results. By addressing just one aspect while neglecting the other 3, you fail to tackle the root of the issue comprehensively. This 4-food protocol, however, offers a truly comprehensive solution by covering every critical pathway. Cooked tomatoes deliver lycopene, a potent antioxidant that neutralizes oxidative damage and blocks harmful growth factor signaling. Raw pumpkin seeds provide beta-sitosterol, which effectively inhibits DHT production at the tissue level, reducing the hormonal drive for growth. Fatty fish supply the crucial omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, which don't merely suppress inflammation but actively resolve it through the creation of specialized pro-resolving mediators. And finally, raw beets flood your system with nitric oxide, a powerful molecule that opens blood vessels, restores optimal pelvic circulation, and clears the congestion that often amplifies every other problem. The clinical trial revealed a substantial 33% improvement in prostate symptoms in just 30 days. Starting tomorrow, commit to incorporating all 4 of these powerful foods into your daily routine every single day, and observe the remarkable positive changes that unfold in your prostate health within that initial 30-day period. This evidence-based approach offers real answers and tangible improvements, moving beyond guesswork to empower you with control over your prostate health.